Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. I am so excited getting this out to you guys because it is my first ever video uploaded to this channel. Today it is Speed Build Monday and we are building Snow White's cottage from Disney to go along with our new series. So let's jump right in. Alright, so I am getting started just building the basis, the basic layers, and it's just a shape. And yeah, it's just a shape with a chimney attached. And I realized I forgot a bump out on the side, but I add that later, so don't be worried. And I get straight into the roofing, just straight in. I was having a little bit of trouble with it, but I think it managed. And let's talk about the new series. Alright, so the new series is going to be the Disney Princess Challenge from the Sims community. I've always wanted to play this challenge, so I decided to, and I really hope you guys are excited to play this challenge with me. So right now I am just laying out the doors, and then I move on to doing the floor plan. So, and one of the things I like to do best is to stack chimneys. Like with the chimney, I open it up and put a fireplace in on all stories that it's involved. And I don't know, I just really like doing it. And then I fixed this glitch which happened with the roof. I've never seen that glitch before, but I was unsure why it happened or how it happened. Well, with any glitch, you're like, why did this happen? But, so right now I am just putting down the wallpapers. I decided on a wood from Get Together. Yeah, I think I decided on that wood from Get Together, and I put it throughout the entire house. I don't know, I just really like the look of wood, and then you can see there, I copy the pattern with opening up the fireplace, and as well I start putting in the lights so I can see. Whew, that was a mouthful. But I just start putting in the lights, shrinking them down and putting them everywhere, as well as laying down this nice flooring from Cats and Dogs. Now I didn't use my favorite tile this time, which is really shocking, but I used one from, I have no idea what pack that is, I can't remember. But my favorite tile is from Dino, as well as the one I put on the walls for my favorite tile is City Living. And I don't know, I just really like those tiles for bathrooms. They make it a much more modern, nicer bathroom. But in this house, I went for more of a wooden cabin in the woods vibe. Well, it is a cottage in the woods, so you would think so. But I added this little out booth, there's like a bump out in the original, so I added it in this one, but the main floor plan upstairs is supposed to be on that bump out, but I did it wrong, so I just lifted up the roof. Later you will see that, but all I did was just lift up the roof. Whew. Again, a mouthful. But now I've already started laying down the furniture, some tables, some chairs. This house is going to have 8 Sims. 8 Sims. Yeah, 8 Sims. Yeah, because we're going to have 7 toddlers. And I put down my favorite stove, which I changed out to be more cottage in the woods. But that is my favorite stove from the ice cream pack, that one.
I've already forgotten the name of that one, but these vampire cabinets go really well with these Realm of Magic cabinets. And I just lined up the window and put in some red curtains to match the theme of the kitchen, and I just put those red curtains everywhere, and also to match the red fireplace. And then I quickly laid down the trash bins, the trash cans, because I normally forget to put those in, as well as put in the sinks. So I did that almost immediately, and I put down an easel so I don't forget that she needs some way to make money other than a job, because in the challenge she cannot make any money from a job. And I laid down some white beds in this toddler room because I don't know what the style of the room or what their personalities are going to be yet, because they haven't been born. So I'm just waiting for that, and I put the tables in, and I go over with some wood, as well as putting in the doors, and then I put in some more lights, and eventually I will put in the curtains. And then Snow White needs a comfortable bed for sleeping, so I gave her this one from Outdoor Retreat, as well as I put in some curtains, but I all changed the theme of the room to the blue, like the traditional Snow White, while the hallway is more red and the bathrooms stay like a red, and the toddler bedrooms stay a nice white color. And that's basically the themes of the house. The outside is crowded with plants and crowded with like gardens, wild berries, stuff like that you would normally be able to harvest, but you can't. This is just for landscaping and natural decoration. And I renamed the lot, as well as putting in some traits to make this an easier experience for Snow White. And then in this main feng shui type of room, I put in some toddler toys, because they will need to get all of their skills to level 5, because I'm hoping to be able to achieve that in the challenge. I did the bathrooms off camera because they take a while, but I like the finished product for them. And I quickly go over doing the hallways, as well as just putting in some random shelves here and there, just to make it seem more cluttered and more at home for our little Snow White. And I just put in some coat racks, because there's like 7 dwarves. There's going to be so many coats. I added some kitchen decorations just to make it seem more home-esque, more homesy. And I plan on putting some of Snow White's paintings up, but not yet. I haven't finished the toddler area. I'll add a lot more to that, as well as I added some trophies to the kids' room. Well, no, not the kids' room, the learning skill building area, because I thought these are overachieving toddlers / kids / teenagers. They should win some trophies and some medals, just to make them feel like their work is actually affecting what's going on. And obviously it is, because with that, when they do that, we win the challenge, and I would like to do that and move on to the next generation. So I just dotted some toddler toys around here and there, just to make it seem more toddlery. Toddlery, is that a word? I think that's a word. But I added some rugs for their soft feet, because toddlers have really soft feet, and it's nice. And then when you get old, they get all just not soft, because you've been walking barefoot around, and that's not fun. But I added some paintings. I put a painting of scrambled eggs to symbolize when you open up the curtains, blinds, and it's morning, and there's breakfast in the window, and I love food. Food is delicious. delicious. I added a hallway mat again for the little feetsies, and I added a railing so they don't fall down the staircase. Even though that's not possible in The Sims, I did it anyway. And I used a base game fence, which I think that's actually a really nice fence for a base game. It's a really nice fence. And I added some skill building objects for Snow White, a candle making station, a microphone, and a gardening thing. So she can learn to sing, garden, and the fabrication skill. Just so, like with the singing, all Disney princesses have to sing. That's like a Disney thing, and because they always have songs. And then the gardening thing is because Snow White has to learn to garden. I mean, it's Snow White. The candle making thing is because candles make the home feel more homey, and I think that is really cute. So I added some more things, as well as putting down some like hallway carpets, and I also put down some rugs in the toddler bedrooms. And I put down a poster that would have been earlier in the recording, but I put down a poster of a fairy because somebody's going to have to be the fairy godmother for the next generation, Cinderella. Whew, Cinderella, not Snow White, Cinderella. I added a easel in the bedroom so she can paint a picture for as she watches the children, and I put down a fence to make the house seem more secluded from, even though there is a road, and I fixed the bin, putting it where I wanted it to go, as well as putting down a pretty mailbox that seemed Snow White, and I didn't put down an extra other one. And I put down some like rocky floor thing, and I couldn't do it with terrain paint, so the terrain paint was giving me a hard time. So I put down flooring instead, and you can see the hallway carpet is glitching within the bathroom and outside, but I could unfortunately not do anything about that. I added some trees around to make it more secluded from reality, as well as this pine tree, so when you can look out your window and you see a pine tree, you're like, I'm gonna have to go and clean that up because you know there's gonna be so many pine needles. But then I realized there was too many trees, so I got rid of one tree and put down a smaller tree, as well as a thinner, taller tree, just to be, I don't know, more like a small clearing. And I put down a frog in the fountain because after Cinderella it's going to be Tiana, and she has this whole thing with frogs, and I copied what I did in the front with the back, as well as putting down this cute little lily pads in this fountain that has lily pads. I thought that was really, really, really cute because, again, Tiana. And I added this pond, which can actually have your Sims die, but I'm only going to put koi in it so they can't kill the Sims. Because if we lose any of the dwarves, we fail the challenge. That's sad. And I switch over to when I have done most of these, plant things, and I do this for all of the windows. I put down the things, put down the planter, and then I put down this rose bush, flower bush thing, and I do it for every single window. And I think the university windows go really well with these flower petal windows. And I add a lot in a lot of ivy, especially on the chimney, because ivy looks good on chimneys. Whether you agree or disagree, we can all think that ivy is the best, because I think ivy is the best. And I don't know what I was just saying. I have no such... Okay. Moving swiftly on, because I apparently cannot speak at all. I finished putting ivy on the chimney because I like ivy. You don't have to. I just like ivy. Okay? And I put it in the front, in the back, and in the front just to make it seem more dimensional and not just one big box. That's what landscaping can do for your build. They just make it more or less boxy. And then I start putting in the grass, which I put around the entire perimeter of the house. And I can't believe grass is $40. Like, jeez. Snow White gonna have to be rich, but she's a princess. So even before she married a prince, she was a princess. So hot, take that, evil stepmother Judith Ward. Oh yeah, we decided in the video last Wednesday that this Wednesday, don't know what I'm speaking of, but that Judith Ward was going to be her evil stepmother, and apparently a lot of princes are fans of her, and that's not good for Snow White. So you'll see what prince she gets with and falls in love with. I also put a actual chimney in the chimney just to be more chimney, as well as just putting some ivy on this side to match the other side and give it more dimension. Then I start my obsession with columns. Oh, columns are so amazing. So amazing. They are just great to put them in. When you put them, they just kind of separate the build, making it look more not just one big box. And that's what you do if you don't have many bump outs on your build. You just put down some columns and bam, it looks beautiful. Whew. And then I start the flowers. Oh, that was just a real hazard. Not a hazard, it was just a real... It took me a long time to put the flowers down, let me just say that. But I put it around... words. I put it around the entire perimeter of Snow White's house, and there were just a lot of flowers, and I made sure it looked full of flowers, and you can see we're coming to the end of that. I didn't want to show you the entire time I did it because it took a long time, and I'm just making sure nothing got in.